Welcome to 2025, everyone. This is Jason. Welcome to End the Simpademic, January 1st version. And it's kind of really weird right now because it feels like it's a one-day weekend because I work for a very large national bank, and today's a bank holiday, but had to work both the 2 days before today and the 2 days after. And so I'm going to share with everybody here real quick what I believe I want to be trying for in 2025. A relationship is not one of them. However, I just mentioned that I was going to be working 2 days this week. It's actually going to be 3. And that gets me to my first goal, and I really want to elevate my performance professionally. I work in a job that is, there are a lot of metrics that measure it, and so I have some very specific goals on what I want to do with that particular regard. And, so I do want to professionally improve myself and my situation. I don't do bad for myself right now. Obviously, I live in a pretty nice, big size apartment on my own. And so that's, I take care of myself and I take care of my own bills. The other thing I want to do is get back to a couple of things that were previously in my life before the TBI. One of them being getting back to the gym. I've reached out to both my former gym trainer and then also the one who bought the gym from them. And I've heard back from the latter. And so I want to schedule some time this week to get back to HIIT classes and see what I can do there. I don't have any specific goals on that particular front yet. I do know, however, that because I have been eating actually quite a bit less lately, is that I've also lost 15 pounds in the past month or so. And so my weight is now down to a much more manageable level, and that particular level is 210 pounds. I was 225 about a month ago, and so that has helped with quite a bit of my metrics. And I went to the doctor last week, and so I'm going to try to improve myself in that regard. I'm going to probably get biometrically measured and set my goals based on that. So those are going to be part of my goals on that one. The other thing is the bowling world. And I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. I got an email here this week from a bowling center, probably the closest major one to my place, and that is for short leagues, which is something that I think I would like to do. I need to get down there. My workplace is closer to there than my home is, because I live, fairly far out from the Twin Cities metropolitan area. I'm about 30 miles from either downtown. And so if I take off from work one day, go there and sign up, and see what I can do. Once upon a time, I was probably one of the best junior bowlers in the state of Colorado when I was younger. That is something that, I hold on to my past. I'm still a very big fan of the game. There are several professional bowlers who I consider myself a significant fan of, both men's and women's. And that's why I'm going to be going down to Houston next August, is because there is a mixed doubles tournament, professionals in both genders who they will tandem up and they will compete. And that bowling tournament happens to be about 10 miles from where I grew up and 10 miles from my old home. And so my goal is to be down there in August to watch this and also to visit my old haunts and just see what's going on there. I am from the West Houston suburb of Katy, which is also my daughter's name. And Katy is the greater Katy region, is a mini metropolis of its own these days. Population of about 500,000 people. And it's a very different place than the place I grew up in, which was a small suburban area of about 40,000 people. And now, about 500,000 people. It's an urban center in its own right. And I want to get down there, and that's going to be one thing I'm going to do in 2025 is get myself down there. I've already been checking out flights. And sometime in the next couple weeks or so, I'm going to buy those plane tickets, and I'm going to get myself down there. And I want to check out my old neighborhood. I've actually seen some Google Street View pictures of it. That front lawn that I used to mow in 95-degree heat and 90%, well, not 90%, but 60% humidity, heat indexes of, approaching 120. We didn't have any trees in that lawn. So I was sweating, and we had one of those hoses on the side of our house. And I would drink out of that. And I'm still here to tell the tale, because I drank tap water out of a garage hose to get myself cooled down and keep myself going. And I'd be doing it without my t-shirt on as a 14-year-old, and that's hard work that I remember. And in Texas, Southeast Texas, you have to use what's called an edger. Not only do you have to mow the lawn, you also have to edge the sidewalks. And an edger is a gasoline powered tool where you start it like a lawnmower, and it's a vertical blade, and it goes up and down, and you put it into the soil next to the sidewalk, because grass would overgrow your sidewalk if you didn't edge it. And that's why it's called an edger. It's a vertical blade, gas powered like a lawnmower, started like a lawnmower, totally different function than the lawnmower. It just cuts the grass, and then you go back out there with a broom, sweep it up, or even use a lawnmower and run your lawnmower over the sidewalk, pull the grass in, and pull that grass into your what's it called? The catcher, the thing on the back of your lawnmower which catches your grass clippings, and you can then put it in a plastic bag and then put it in your waste. So I want to go see that house again. I still remember the directions on how to get there. It's in the Memorial Parkway neighborhood of Katy, which is a middle class area, and Taylor High School, which, get this, Taylor High School has a parking ramp now. It's because the high school is in the middle of an urban area, and to create more parking for the high school, it was the only way they could do it is to build upward. And so I want to see what that looks like nowadays, and I want to see what the new stadium looks like, Legacy Stadium, which all 10 of the Katy high schools share, and they kept the old one open. They kept Rhodes open, which is one that I used to go to games at. So Jack Rhodes Memorial Stadium and Legacy Stadium are on the same complex next to Old Town Katy. One stadium seats 10,000. I believe the other one seats 14,000. And the 14,000 one is Legacy, and that's the one that is the most expensive high school stadium in the history of the country, at least as of now. I'm sure it's going to be surpassed shortly, but $70 million to build that thing, and contains a jumbotron, contains amenities that you would see in a college stadium. And all 10 high schools use the two stadiums on a rotational basis. Legacy was built because having all 10 high schools share one stadium is a scheduling nightmare, as you can probably imagine. And they had to, Friday night lights would become Wednesday night lights, Thursday night lights, Saturday night lights. You have to play games on 4 days a week between the then 8 high schools. Now it's 10. And the place, of course, is high school football insane, and it's nuts. But I'm going down there for the bowling tournament too, and just to meet some people that I've met in person and talked to online. Most of my online friendships, honestly, have started with in-person meetings and have gone from that to online conversations. I keep saying, I gotta stop that. Let me know in the comments if you have any hints on how I can stop doing that, or if I just need to have a script ahead of time to stop me from doing that, because these episodes are mainly thought streams of mine. I don't have a book written. I have the subjects written down, but I don't have anything really written down for a script per se. And so if you have any tips on how I can avoid that in the future, just let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate it a lot. So anyway, this is Jason and the Simpademic, and this is my outlook for the year 2025. What my goals are. Again, a relationship is not one of them, and therefore I don't simp for anybody. I don't pursue, I don't chase, but if God has so decided that I will have it, I will cheerfully take it. So anyway, see you guys later. See you tomorrow as I go back to work for the rest of the week after this one-day weekend. So anyway, y'all stay safe and it's going to get very cold here. So if you're in the north here with me, stay warm. Have yourselves a great night.